I spent the better part of 10 minutes trying to come up with a silly pun or witty intro. I got nothing. It's a cool watch though.
Old Line Watches.
Hey there. Welcome back to Old Line Watches. With you as always is Jeremy, your old man from the old line state of Maryland. Today we are going to be doing a review of the Benris model C3SABLSM, also known as the Heritage Classic. Benris as a brand has been bought and sold a bunch of times, and it's fairly obfuscated, so it's probably owned by like a hedge fund or something at this point. Benris does have a pretty strong history as a brand, but I can't really find anything amongst the current ownership to show any kind of like reverence to the brand as something other than just a brand name. But that's not nearly as important as, the actual watch itself. This is supposedly number 38 of 100 limited edition. I'm a little skeptical on that, but they put it on there, so we're going to call it what it is. It's got a case diameter of 41 millimeter with a lug to lug of 49. Some really strong curves there. A lug width of 22, comes in at 13.3 mil thick and weighs in at 138.8 grams. It's got a Miyota 8000 series movement in it. It is one of the newer ones, I believe, because it does hack. The case is all 316L stainless steel with some well executed brushing all over it. It is protected by a flat box K1 mineral crystal, whatever that might be. Doesn't seem to be picking up scratches, so I guess it's doing okay. Got a signed non-guarded crown that is screw down and super grippy. Very easy to use. Got an exhibition case back with the same K1 mineral crystal, a custom rotor, and a nicely decorated movement there. Even, it's kind of hard to see there, they got the Benris logo printed onto the glass there, which is kind of cool. It has a fully milled and very nice butterfly clasp. And it is sized by inserting these little spacers here into it. It starts off fitting about a 6 3/4 inch wrist, so if you got tiny wrists, maybe skip this one or be ready to put a new strap on it. The strap itself is a very tightly woven but big chain type of mesh. So it's very tightly woven like a Milanese, but it's like big links like a shark, like shark skin, but it's it's comfortable though. It's got good flexibility to it. Sits nice. Pretty good all in all. The dial is a fairly basic blue color in a very soft sunburst design. The applied indices are gunmetal, lume filled, with smaller ones at the 12, 3, 6, and 9. The 12, 6, and 9 and the Benris name and the self-winding are all printed, as well as the minute track. The date window at 3 is framed. The hands are your basic kind of fence posts, well loomed gunmetal. And the second hand is chrome with a nice red tip, which provides a very lovely contrasting color with the blue.
As you can see, the lume on here is very solid, very legible. It's not like blinding, ridiculous Seiko level bright, but it definitely does the job.
Props and slops time. The props. It's the finishing work on this is outstanding. It's really, really well done. Despite being kind of a larger piece, the aggressive curvature of the lugs provide a pretty good fitment on almost any wrist size. The slops, it's a handsome watch, but it doesn't have I don't know, that intangible pop. It doesn't have like doesn't feel like there's an identity to it. I don't know how to say it. It just doesn't like have a personality. I don't know. It just doesn't speak to me, and that could be that it's just my taste don't jibe with this particular watch. Someone else might look at this and be like, this thing is a banging piece, and they'd be right. It doesn't speak to me. For the bottom line, Benris has a suggested retail price of $895, which is completely laughable. Joma's regular price on this is $700, which is hysterical. Their sale price of $425 gets us much closer to actual reality. These things go for, on eBay new, about $350, which is reasonable. That's not that's within. I keep wanting to say the word reasonable. It actually is. $350 at new is not a bad deal on this. And used, you can pick them up for $225, $250 if you're patient. And that puts you into the realm of like, if this hits you, if this like strikes you in a way that you want to have it, that's a solid deal for what you're getting here. So with that said, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Until next time, it's your old man from the Old Honest State, signing off.